Hi everybody, Rita here with GmaReezScrapShack. Today I'm going to try to do the video of this micro mini vintage style junk journal swap that was hosted by Allie Cummins. This one has, oh I forgot to say, so my swap partner is Susan Zacher. I think that's how you say her name. And I was so excited to get hers because hers is like totally very rustic cowboy theme, and oh my gosh, I just loved it. I thought it was so cute, like the rodeo and all that. I loved it, so I'm very happy with my swap partner. Yeah, so here we go. This is the one I made for the swap. Let's go down the list of what we had to do in order to meet the criteria. The size is 3 1/4 inches by 2 1/4 with a spine of a 1/2 inch or wider. Mine's exactly a 1/2 inch like this, but it's kind of fat, so it kind of bowls out. Your journal is to have 2 signatures, at least 8 sheets of folded paper, which that's what mine has, and it equals 16 pages, 32 sides front and back. Sewn in signatures, I used the pamphlet stitch. That's why you can see it right here. And to give the vintage look, all pages had to be lightly tea stained or coffee dyed. Mine are all coffee dyed. Yeah, and then include a paper or glassine bag, envelopes, etc. And I did both. Let's see. It's also said to include. Let's see. Glassine bags or envelopes, which I did. Include the following: pockets and tuck spots, which I did. Also include tags, journal cards, etc., which I did. And my closure is a ribbon that you can just tie into a bow. So I used a piece of my old pillowcase. I had a couple of different pillowcases, and I've used so many pieces of it, but I just love that look. It's so sweet. This is, so it's a quilt. This is some handmade crocheted flowers, a couple of buttons, one of the little Tim Holtz, I don't know what you call these. Anyway, there's some little paper dolls on there as well, and I sewed around it on the machine. I'll just go ahead and do a really quick flip of this. This is just a little pocket, one of these little envelopes, shrunk down library card from Tsunami Rose. Some of my favorite paper. This is my mind's eye, by the way, and it's from the blush pack. I usually pick it up one piece at a time at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, the Martha Stewart punch. I tried to make this look like a little not a bulletin board. Oh my gosh, here we go again, you guys. I thought if I waited till morning it would be better, but oh, it's not. Clipboard. So I just kind of put the top of the ticket there to make that look like a clipboard. Thinking of you today and always. Vintaged up a little bit. A little cherub on some paper. Little doily. Little tiny rubber stamps for the corners on this piece. I did a belly band of some lace on this one with some paper dolls from Tim Holtz. Wrinkles mean you laughed. Gray hair means you cared, and scars mean you lived. Means you lived. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm horrible. This was just one of the cut aparts, and I made a little tag out of that to fit behind here. Oh my gosh, Susan, I hope when you get this, it's better than my video. My video is horrible. This was totally inspired by Crafty Irina. And it's a tiny little altered paper clip with some muslin, a piece of music paper, and a tiny little cutout of a flower. This was inspired by April Reeves' Pink Odd Bird. She had some quotes in one of her books that she made, and I loved it so much I got out the typewriter and I typed on the muslin here for that pocket. This is just one of the little digi-tickets. Can't remember where I got that one, but I've had that one for a long time in my stash. Cute little ticket. You can see where there's been some scribble on there, so it was just scrap paper. It kind of feels like, I think it was a manila folder. Sewed on with the tiny little zigzags, some of the cotton trim, coffee stained with the doily impression, a little bit of a glossing bag or envelope here that I used for a tuck spot. Another little cut apart that I got out of some paper. I can't remember which one I used. I used a lot of different papers in this. I was just trying to make it very kind of shabby chic, vintage. A little bit of this and that. Another little, one of my little tiny music doilies. I'm already at 4 minutes and I barely started. Butterfly on a string, little flower. Yeah, I wanted to do this a while back, but me and filming is really not good. Anyway, I thought I'd better do it before I send it off to Susan tomorrow. I'm going to try to make it to the post office tomorrow, Susan, and get this out to her. Love and prayers from someone who cares. A tiny little place to journal. Being rich is not how much money you have in the bank. It's about how much love you have in your heart. I hope you guys can see this. I think my lighting is kind of not good this morning. Tiny little corner flip made out of some graph paper. That's one signature and this is the second. I better go a little faster because I'm already at 5 minutes. I don't know about you guys, but I try to make them like within 10 minutes. I don't always succeed. But I don't edit my videos, so what you see is what you get, and most of the time I just really like to film just so I can see what I made somebody when I look back. I don't know about you, but sometimes I just inspire myself. If I really like what I've made, yeah, I can. It's kind of nice to look back and say, I made that. Whether it's good or bad, you know. There's a little bread tag, and there's another little quote here that I typed on some graph paper. I do believe I forgot to put some little things on here, but it says, if you fail, never give up, because fail means first attempt in learning. And I thought that was so cute, so I did that. Here's a little window die cut that I have that I cut out of the craft text. So it's very durable, and I like that because it's got some really thin parts right here. And this just shows that Susan can put a picture back here if she wants to. Tiny little angel stamp in the corner. Some music paper I got from Sweet Renee. I think I kind of tore that right there. It was a little fragile because it was very vintage. Flutterby's? My light's creating some shadow, I'm sorry, because I have it on the right side. Cute little cupcake in the vellum. Another little Tim Holtz paper clip, altered paper clip. Some more trim. Cute little rubber stamp I had of a fence. I really like that one. Ledger paper, old ledger paper I got from Renee. It was really delicate, but I sewed it in there anyway. Another little tag, another little, I call these coin purse envelopes. I don't know what they're called, to be honest. They fold up really cute though. A little rubber stamping. I shrunk down the lace and I forget what that was called. It was a digi, but I shrunk it down to fit in this tiny little envelope. Use some more corner rubber stamps here. Another little pocket. This was sewed with some brown thread. Little place to journal, little pocket. This was using the Martha Stewart punch. There's another little tiny tag. I stamped on it, I love you. And I just put some holes on here and threaded some of the fiber through there. I love that look. I thought it was really cute. And then this back flips out. It's another envelope that I just put in there with my little cards that I always include with any journal I ever make. It's just a a playing card with my picture on it, and a little bit of my business tag. And all I did was, business card, I'm sorry. All I did was trim them down so they'd fit in the pocket. And I'm going to put a little note back here for Susan like I always do. I always include a little note with my journals. And yeah, my stamp actually fit on here. There's just some doilies tucked in there too. I think I pulled them out, but just handmade just for you with tender loving care on the day that I made it with my little ladybug. And that's it. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you all have a nice Sunday. See you later.